Good morning, listeners, and welcome back to Mindful Moments on 88.9 Win FM Community Radio Station. I'm your host, Deborah. And this show is a space where we share stories of resilience, courage, and journeys that shape who we become. And if you enjoyed the show, you can catch a glimpse of my writing on the West Sider newspaper. It is available online and paper form as well with some retailers. And you can hop on to resilientproject.com.au to see any projects that I do collaborate with as well. And of course, Mindful Moments is available every fortnight for you to listen to on Sundays, 9 a.m. And if you want to have a read, you can read my debut book, Raising Resilient Families. It's available at the Wyndham State and National Libraries as well as Amazon and Booktopia as well. And this morning's show, if you've had a look at the social media pages, you would see who will be in studio. As someone who's migrated to Australia myself, during my childhood, I always believed that our stories carry such powerful lessons, especially when they involve crossing cultures, finding our identity, and discovering our purpose. And today's guest is someone who embodies that journey. She is the national finalist for the Australia Galaxy pageant representing Victoria, and she is passionate about mental health advocacy, storytelling, and empowering young women to believe in their worth. And I'm so incredibly happy to welcome Shruthi in studio. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Deborah. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You look beautiful, I must say.
Thanks.
And that crown is shining on you. And I want to ask you, take us back to young Shruti growing up in India. What was it like during your childhood, and what dreams did you hold close to your heart?
Yeah, first of all, good morning, listeners, and yeah, thanks for having me, Deborah. Coming back to like my young myself, growing up in India, I was a curious kid, and as well as a sort of I was always involved in different activities. I always wanted to explore. So kind of I am coming from Orthodox family, but even though it's restricted, but still like they supported me with education. My parents always believed in supporting girls. We are three daughters for my parents, and they always supported girls to educate and become independent. So going back to that memory, I think um, it was all happy moments for me, and I was involved in all sports activities, everything like that. Yeah.
That's good, and it's so important that family do support young girls to follow their passion, especially when it comes to education. And that foundation is what holds purpose for the rest of our life, I guess. And for many of us who migrated to Australia, those early memories they carry a lot of culture, family values, and resilience. So I want to ask you: you were moving between India and Australia, and it's a powerful journey. So, what were some of the moments that shaped you? During the transition.
Definitely. I think moving to Australia, it's a whole lot of different experience for me. As I said, like I'm coming from a very Orthodox family. I never lived without my parents. I think it was extremely challenging days for me. I came to Swinburne Uni, and I think resilience came into that picture, and I had a lot of self doubts, and even I had fear of failing in my subjects. I did go through therapy, like not a lot of people actually take help, but I learned something there, um, that you need to ask help. So that's where actually I learned something that for anything you need to ask, don't shy away. So since then, I think I started getting whatever I wanted. So I would tell listeners, like, don't hesitate to ask any questions, or if you need any help, please ask. Yeah.
And coming from a cultural background, who mental health is still a stigma, it resonates deeply with me that you are talking out to advocate for it, which is wonderful. And there would have been a lot of who am I, where do I belong, and there's a lot of strength that carry you later in life, which helped you have a lot of resilience earlier on. So, was there a defining moment when you realized you wanted to use your voice to advocate for mental health?
Definitely. I wish mental health, these topics, awareness, talking about emotions, self-worth,
Mm-hmm.
these things would have discussed, or a conversation would have happened earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's getting better now. I think it's something like everyone should not shy away, talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fine. It's just not physical health. It's also about your mental health, and you need to take care of it.
Definitely. And there's 1 in 5 people who experience a mental health challenge each year, and yet many still are afraid to speak openly. And that's why advocates like Shruthi are so important to speak about their own experience and the importance of getting professional help as well. And as an Australia Galaxy pageant finalist representing Victoria, what does this platform truly mean to you beyond the crown?
That's a wonderful question.
Mm-hmm.
So Australia Galaxy pageant has been a great platform for me, for advocacy. It's just not about beauty or appearances. It's about creating an impact. I also think it's about leadership as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think so far what I've found in my pageant journey with Australia Galaxy pageant is that it's not about just the crown, just the sash, or the way you are appearing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about also about the purpose. I think that's all matters, I guess.
And as you say, pageantry has evolved so much from the start.
Yep.
It's become about leadership, charity work, and social advocacy. And I want to ask you, how are you redefining pageantry through purpose and advocacy? Do you want to say some examples of the work that you've been doing recently in the mental health space?
Yep, definitely. So pageantry will give you a platform to advocate for advocacy,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as like it gives you a platform to give yourself an identity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's for me, it's redefining my identity, and as well as it has given me a voice to what I want to say to people. Because so far I've come across a lot of people. I've observed a lot of people, girls, they don't actually express what they're feeling. They
Mm-hmm.
might appear like happy outside, but inside they're struggling. I've seen that struggle, being an empath. um, I definitely want to work on this space. So I've started a project called Voice Art,
Mm-hmm.
so where I'll be helping young girls and women in terms of how they can learn about expressing, or about self worth,
Mm-hmm.
building confidence, these sort of things.
Wonderful. And many pageant contestants globally, they contribute thousands of hours of community service and fundraising. And it's a platform that is encouraging women to lead with confidence and compassion together. And I've seen the sisterhood that is building within the pageant world, and I am really impressed. And the friendships that are formed. So that is another point that I want to share as well. And Shruti, what conversations do you wish were normalized when you were younger when it comes to mental health awareness?
Definitely, I wish it was discussed earlier itself. And coming from Indian background, it's basically it's a stigma even now,
Mm,
in the most of the families, or even in the society. But it comes to a point like it's about individual, right? So you need to step up. You need to understand yourself, what if you are going through something. If it is repetitive for for a week or so, then you must ask help, or
mm,
seek some professional help, or just have someone to talk to. Get a lot of resources out there. And also, in their other perspective, you can think like, okay, you can just be a listener. You don't have to provide them solution.
mm.
Just be a listener. I think that's all they want.
Definitely. And this is such an important conversation because coming from a migrant community, mental health was rarely discussed, as you said. But people like you who are providing the safe space and creating the next generation who do speak up about mental health instead of being burnt out, it is so important. So I appreciate you doing that. And can you share about any personal challenge that has strengthened your resilience and helped you become the woman that you are today?
A lot of challenges. Like I said, when I moved to Melbourne,
Mm-hmm.
from India, I think that's where I was finding myself.
Mm.
So, and also in terms of back in 2024, I had a little bit ups and downs in my personal life, where I learned about resilience, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I think something like that.
That's good. And every powerful story includes a chapter of struggle, and it's often those challenges and experiences that strengthen us with empathy. And of course, it's so important to get professional help as well, finding positive outlets to deal with those emotions. I want to ask you, you are a little bit of a sporty girl as well, and you love storytelling and pageantry. How does all of these play a role or connect to self worth when it comes to a woman empowerment for yourself?
Yeah. Thanks for bringing up sports.
Mm.
I love sports. I play Coco. Um, Coco has brought me, I learned a lot about discipline and teamwork.
Mm.
As we play like 6 to 7 players in a team, in a go. So I think it's all about teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Strategy, being strategic. And in terms of pageantry has given me a voice. So I think it's all come together because self-worth does not define in terms of um, I would say like pageantry has given me a much bigger opportunity.
And you do need to have a lot of purposes in life. I always encourage people that it's important that you find a creative outlet or some sporty outlet to make sure that you do find your self worth and you do have something that you do enjoy doing outside your general work. So it's important that everyone has something that they can turn to, that they can enjoy, I guess, as well. And research shows that one of the most powerful way people do connect with other people is through storytelling, and that's why I do host this segment, Mindful Moments, to bring people in who want to share their story, and so people can connect in some way and they can take one meaningful takeaway from the conversation. And I want to ask you, we've spoken a little bit about resilience earlier on. What memory or life chapter comes to mind? You did share about it, but when we talk about resilience, is there some other life chapter that comes to mind when we talk about resilience?
Yeah, definitely. I think every moment, like every aspect of life, or phases of life, you have one or the other challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about again, redefining or rebuilding your life. That's what makes you resilient. And also, I believe in self worth
Mm-hmm.
is not defined um, to be perfection.
Mm.
It can be just like like show up. You just have to be confident and show up. That's all it makes.
Definitely. And I always tell, I do work in the education field with students, and I say, no matter how you feel, get dressed, get up, and just show up.
Yeah,
If you've got 40% energy and that's all that you can put out during that day, that means you still put in that 100% because that's how much energy you have. So
yeah,
that's
definitely.
so important as well. And I want to ask you, for young girls listening tonight who may be struggling with confidence or self worth, um, what would you say to help them believe in themselves just one step higher?
Yeah. I actually think self confidence starts from understanding yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Learn about yourself, discover yourself, learn about your strengths, weakness, and then work on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you build self confidence. Like I said earlier, self worth is or confidence is not defined by perfection. You just have to show up. Show up.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Wonderful. And I love this round. We're going to go into a little rapid fire to wrap things up for today's segment.
Definitely.
Um, so, Shruti, you can say something that comes into your mind first. What do you prefer to start your day? Coffee, chai, or something else?
None. I just go with water.
Water.
Yeah.
That's good. And do you prefer heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Wonderful. And what's your favorite childhood comfort food? It could be from India.
Curd rice.
Oh, okay,
I love curd
wonderful.
rice.
And what is one word that defines who you are today?
Resilience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And visionary maybe.
Wonderful. And if you could give your younger self one sentence of advice for how far she's come today, what would it be?
You're doing good. Keep going.
Awesome. Wonderful. And do you want to say any final words to our listeners or thank anyone and you are going to the next step to the pageant world. So anything that you want to share with our listeners?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks so much, Deborah, for having me today. And you're doing amazing work.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my finals are on starting from April 28th to May 2nd is finals. And I would appreciate the support which you can give, and you can follow my story or journey on my Instagram page, Shruthi underscore OZ. And I'm also working on a fundraising for mental health space. So I have my fundraising page on my Instagram. You can look up, and yeah, please support. Thank you.
Wonderful, and I will share Shruti onto today's program as well. And for any listeners who want to have a recap of today's program, I will be uploading the video on YouTube.